time to call your lawyer.
And it is time for Ask the Lawyer on Kicks Country. As I was talking about the website just a second ago, I want to remind you can always submit a question for attorney for the injured, Bruce L. Shiner, in this segment of the show on our website, kickscountry929.com. Then on Wednesdays, we get those questions answered. Maybe this is your week, or if you're just writing and typing right now, maybe next week will be your week. Simply look on our homepage for Bruce L. Shiner, or put the keyword Bruce into the search box. You'll go to the same place. This is Ask the Lawyer. And I want to just advise you of a couple of quick things up front. First of all, do not take what you're about to hear as specific advice in your specific case. You see, every case is different. Way different than the one next to it. So you always need to have a professional consultation before you can decide on a proper path. And a lot of attorneys offer that for free. I know Bruce L. Shiner does. Why not get that free consultation about your situation so that you know better what to do next? And until then, don't sign anything. Don't say anything. Don't make any statements. Don't let anybody say, we're going to record this conversation. Is that okay with you? Your answer needs to be no. Until you talk with a professional like Bruce L. Shiner. So let's see what Bruce thinks of today's legal brain teaser. Please help me welcome attorney for the injured, Bruce L. Shiner. Good morning, Bruce.
Good morning, Todd. How's today treating you?
Today seems to be just fine, and middle of the week as it is, seems like it's going just fine this week. So let's knock wood. It's going to stay that way.
Okay.
And let's see if we can't stump you perhaps with yet another question. We haven't done that yet. You said many are challenging questions, but nothing stumped you so far.
Well, after 45 years, it would take a lot to be able to stump me.
I like the fact that on occasion, it seems like we take you back to your law school days. That's good enough for me. Let's get into this next question and see what you can do as far as helping out somebody. Here comes the question. My next-door neighbor was riding a motorcycle in Collier County when a truck hauling oranges turned in front of them. Both were life-flighted to the hospital with very severe injuries. The driver didn't have anywhere near enough insurance to cover the bills. Is there anything they can do? What do you think?
Well, it's a very interesting fact pattern because I recently handled a case somewhat similar. And the key is who the trucker was hauling the oranges for and what their relationship was. In the case that I handled, that even though the driver claimed to be an independent contractor, we were able to show that he was actually employed by the fruit hauling company, and were able to pin the liability on them, and they had much larger policy of insurance, and they were able to satisfy my client's damages. So the answer is to retain a lawyer that emphasizes motorcycle accident cases, that has experience checking into whether they're employees or independent contractors. That would be the key to this case.
You know, this is the second week in a row we've had a question about a trucking company, trucker violations, and that kind of thing. Is that sort of like a subspecialty of what you do?
Yes, sir. Trucking and motorcycles. And also we handle a lot of people that were injured by drunk drivers.
So you really need to go with whoever has experience, because this is not the same run-of-the-mill thing that you do every day, so to speak.
That is correct.
All right. Well, let's point somebody in that direction. I don't know who this is, but I hope they're listening this morning. They take some relief from what they've heard, and we'll cross our fingers that they get some help immediately. Bruce, once again, thank you very much. You always make these things so much more clear and easy to understand.
I give it my best, Todd.
You do a great job, and we'll look forward to talking to you next week.
Thank you, Todd.
Thank you, too. And ladies and gentlemen, let's give it up one more time for attorney for the injured, Bruce L. Shiner. And let's also remind the truckers to be careful out there. Not that they aren't. Most truckers are very conscientious behind the wheel, but 2 weeks in a row with a truck-involved accident, that makes me stop and think. You know, the important thing for you to do is to realize that if you've got a legal situation you're involved in, that Bruce L. Shiner and Associates would be happy to consult with you, too, for free. So just give a call. The Port Charlotte office is easy to find on the Tamiami Trail. The number is 941-743-7777. 7777. Just keep pounding away at 7. You'll get there. 743-7777 in Port Charlotte. Now, the important thing to do in the meantime is to not sign anything and say anything. Protect your rights by being all quiet on the home front, so to speak. And make that phone call to find out more at 743-7777. Tell them that Todd Matthews sent you from Kicks Country 92.9.